Keys to the game. In this segment of Keys to the Game, we're going to be talking about professional habits. Now, what I mean by professional habits, now if you're striving to be a professional overseas basketball player, these are some things that you need to understand. You must have the habits of a professional. And I only talk about these topics because I always see them in real time. I'm witnessing and I'm going through situations with them in real time. It's always that athlete that's in his first year, his first to 3 years. They're always in their first to 3 years and they're trying to establish themselves and they're trying to carve out a path for themselves in this life. But they go about it all the wrong way. They don't understand that in order to be a pro, you must have the habits of a pro. And a lot of times those habits are really categorized by who you are as a person. That's why I come on here and we talk about personal development. Personal development is developing yourself more as a person, how you interact with other people. How are you when no one else is looking? Your integrity as a person. There are millions of other players out here in the world that anybody can sign. The job that's going for $1,000 a month, there are over 100,000 players looking for that job. So what sets you apart? Your habits as a professional is what sets you apart from being a pro. And a lot of that starts with who you are as a person. Who you are as a person determines a lot of how you're going to make it in this life as a pro. Your character, your work ethic. You have to have the willing attitude to, I want to get better. I want to contribute to the team and I want to contribute to this organization because I'm not going to come here and think that I'm better than this situation. So what if you're a great player? So what if you can score the ball? So what if you can shoot the ball? Guess what? Nobody cares. We'll get to that. We'll get to your jump shot. We'll get to your handles. We'll get to your passing ability and your dunking ability. We will get to that. But first, can you interact with your teammates? Can you respect what we got going on here? Can you buy into the system that we're trying to build here, regardless of where it's at? Maybe you have to start off in a country where they're very unprofessional. Guess what? You're not being professional to try to prove something to them. You're being professional because that's what you are. It doesn't have to be in a certain situation for you to determine how you respond to that situation. You have to be a person in the situation. I'm black. It doesn't matter where I go, I'm always that. I'm a pro. It doesn't matter what team, what country, no matter where I'm at. Anywhere I'm at, that is what I display because that is who I am. You have to become the full embodiment of what a pro is. Taking care of yourself. Taking care of your body. Working out in the gym. Getting extra shots, like doing the extra intangibles that other people who are not here in this opportunity or are not here in whatever country don't have the opportunity to do. So you have to be able to separate yourself on a consistent basis day in and day out. Because guess what? You can try to act and play the fool for a while, but your true intention is going to always show. You can be a great player, the best player that you can possibly be, but guess what? One day, you're going to revert back to who you really are. And I always hear God talking about, man, back in my days, if I was just, I would have spazzed on him and I would have done it. And then what would that serve you? How would that serve you in the long run for being, I never understood that. I never understood when guys pride themselves on being a tough guy, and we're here to play basketball. We're here to build a chemistry with your teammates, with your coach, with an organization to try to win a championship. And you're talking about how tough you are. Go be an MMA fighter. Go be a boxer. But if you're in an organization where they bring you all on, learn to be that professional in the organization. You want to leave there. You want to leave that situation where everyone's saying, you know what, that is the definition of a pro. That is a person who, you know what, no matter what the situation is, no matter what the circumstances is, he's always showing up, he's always ready, he's always doing what he's supposed to do without somebody patting him on the butt and telling him and leading him. You're not in college anymore. You're not in, high school where you got your mama running you down, you got your coach and whoever assistant coach running you down, picking you up. No, you got to be accountable for yourself. You have to be accountable for your mouth and your actions that you talk to people. You got to go and be like a politician, kissing babies, playing the game. I had to explain that to one of my teammates, a young guy who's currently going through the situation. That's kind of why I'm bringing it up, because I really told him, bro, you got to play the game within the game. Maybe that's not you. Maybe you don't get down like that and you don't understand what they talking about. But guess what? This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, bro, this is the game within the game. It ain't always what you want to do, how you want to do it. You got to give them what they want. Because one thing about this life, they all talk. And you don't know who knows who. They all know somebody, and guess what? In whatever organization, in whatever situation you're in, the next place that you go, they're going to call that last organization. They're going to talk to that last general manager. They're going to talk to that last coach. They're going to want to know what kind of person you are first. Well, I would just leave here and go somewhere else. I heard a guy say one time on Instagram or something, the grass is not always greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. Don't be so quick to run away from a situation. How about not buying into the situation and learning the intangibles? I speak a lot about my book that I wrote because I understand that maybe the guys that I'm trying to get this message across is not ready to really understand it, because a lot of times the guys who needs it, they understand it too late. One of my current teammates, one of my great good friends, he's playing with me now, and he needed that book 6 years ago. Everything I talk about in that book, he's doing it now, and he'd say, I understand it now because I was like that. And it's so crazy because it's like, I'm preaching the message now, and nobody's really receptive to hearing it until it's too late. But I got to do my part. I have to let you know now. So one day you come across a situation, you are ready. Pick up the book. It's time to start developing professional habits to be a professional. That's all I got for this segment for Keys to the Game. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.